Alright, don't be left behind. Please subscribe so that you'll be able to get a lot of the solutions that will be always uploaded on this channel. I'm going to take you through the complete guide, actually episode 1 of Adobe Photoshop. The first thing we have to do as in your computer, let me assume that you already have Photoshop in your computer. So you have to do make sure that you open it. For example, you may have it here. Depends on where you have it. Others you can go to the Windows tab, you look for all programs, and you'll be able to find Photoshop. I mean, this is you go to all apps and you look for Photoshop. It's in there. So, but let me click on the link I have here. So I have Adobe Photoshop CS6 is basically what I'm going to be using for teaching, but with this Photoshop most of the tools are the same, like CS5, CS4. With the latest versions there can be other few added features, but when you learn this, the other will be very easy. So this is our interface of Photoshop, and we need to know how do you start using it. When you look at like this, if you're first time, remember this is for the first time absolute beginners. If you know most of these tools, may not be very much helpful. Maybe as I go on, you will be able to get joined later. But this is for the beginners who've never used Photoshop. So the first thing we need to know is how do you open a file or bring the file here, or the photo that you need to edit. There are many ways, but let me show you some of the few. For example, you can come to this and say open. Then you choose a location where it is. For example, maybe I want from the desktop. I can pick one of these. Maybe let me first pick this one. You click on it and you say open. You see, it comes to your screen. There, that's also when it comes like this and you don't like that, you can click on this X and it could be able to go away. Another way you can be able to do this is you come out here and click and drag. Click and drag and leave it there. See, it's all the same. There are many ways. Also, when you click on this one open, there is a shortcut. You see, Command or Control O. When you click on Control O, it will be able to take you to where you can be able to pick a file. Then you choose the location and be able to pick your file. That is the first thing we need to know, how to bring a file that you want to edit. So now we have a file that we need to edit. The first thing when you open Photoshop, the key thing that you need to know is there are a lot of tools here, but this first one you see here is, for example, like when you just point at it like this, Photoshop brings a pop-up. This pop-up will guide you what that means. This is move tool thing. So when you click on it, you see it tries to move, but it's warning me that it could not use a move tool because the layer is locked. So what it tells you that it is locked is, see this, it is locked. The way you can unlock this is by double click. Let me pause. The Motor Lizard has come. So you can actually be able to remove this lock by double clicking. When you double click, it will ask you name layer 0. So you can change the name to be layer 0. When you say OK, it can be removed. So you see it can be able to move now with the move tool. But it's not good, like in case maybe you really want to move that particular. But you can as well create a copy. For me now I want just use a copy for teaching. So to create a copy, you can just Control J, Command J, makes a copy. So this is a copy I've made. See, the other one is there and this copy is there. It's not rocket science, simple. So I have a copy and this is now what we have. So that is basically move tool. Under move tool, there are many ways we can use move tool. For example, you can go to edit and there is this transform. There are a lot of things you can do here, like for example, I can scale, When you scale, you can be able to come to this corner and move it. Make it smaller, big, in any way you want. But of course, after moving, you can be able to come and check this. But also, you can right click on this, or you still can be able to come to this and transform and say maybe you want perspective. When you click on perspective, you'll be able to see some things that are very interesting. You shift, then you move. See, you can put a perspective here in any way you want. Or you click on the corner. I mean, you must click on the corner to create that perspective. That is, there's also you can just right click on this and be able to see the very functions you saw there. For example, maybe rotate. See, you can rotate it. When you come here, you keep on rotating. You see this curved arrow. You can as well right click and say maybe warp. When you warp is just for you to create another shape within that. This is all you play with. See, within you just be playing with the shape if you feel it's not coming the way you want. There are many things. When after you finished, you're able to click that to make sure it is saved. So that is basically about a move tool. There are many things that we need to learn. We also have this. You see, when there is a drop down arrow, some kind of arrow here, it means there are other tools down. What you do, you're going to click and hold. It's not like you right click and hold. When you click on it, it brings for you other 4 functions. There is a rectangular tool, Marquee tool. This one gives you, like, you give a selection, you see, gives you sharp edges, the uniform. Those ones, they, like, where you select, you'll be able to customize that area. For example, maybe I want like to brush in that. Let me increase on my brush. For example, see, when I brush this area, the brush cannot go outside that, it only remains within that area. So that is what this Marquee tool does. You can right click and see, so, or you can come to edit and undo brush, or you can also Control Alt Z to go back. Control Alt Z, it goes back to. Then of course, to deselect this, you'll be able to come to, you Control D. There are many ways you Control D, or it can help you to deselect. That is a rectangular Marquee tool. You also have ellipse Marquee tool. They are all alike. This one, only the shape is different. You'll be able to customize that area. You find all these things alike. We also have a single line draw. They are just like single line color Marquee. All of them, when you choose one of those, you'll be able to choose one line and separate your work. So that is about that. Then we also have a lasso tool. Lasso tool, this one is like a free kind of moving tool. For example, let me bring this closer, and maybe I want, see, it's a free thing. Oh, sorry, let me just add another photo here. Control O, and I pick something else from the desktop. Then I use a lasso tool. So, like, I brought in a photo here. Don't mind about the message which you see there. For example, this lasso tool, I want to pick maybe only this mouse. You see, it moves freely. You can be able to create a copy of it. You right click and say make copy. You see, copy via layer. See, then you can go to move tool. You see, you've made a copy of this. That is lasso tool. So that is actually what we mean by lasso tool. There's also polygon lasso tool. Polygon lasso tool is, this one gives you freedom also. Like if you click on one area, it remains there. Then you can be able to, when you click another place, it stops there. You just keep on moving, just as you keep on moving with it. So that is what that. But when you come to the place where you started from, you'll be able to join it, and it turns out to be something serious. For example, maybe I wanted to start from here, move. It also works like selecting tool, but see, because you want to put a place you want to customize. So all these works equally. You choose where you want. You come to your maybe anything. I don't mean you must brush or what, but you just choose what you want to do with this. See? Where you selected, it's already there, painted. So that is basically what you do with the lasso tool. We also have you control Alt Z, it takes you back and do the thing. We also have like magic wand. Magic wand is, it just selects automatic where you think you need. For example, this one, because of this, it has selected only this. But let me delete this. You can delete, just press delete, it goes off. Or you can come here and press delete and say yes, it goes away. This one selects only specific areas. It's just automated thing. The uniform areas it selects automatic. So that is what it does. Areas that look alike, it selects them. That is then lastly I want to show you something in episode 1 today. Let me show you this crop tool. Crop is what makes you to like change like the area you need. For example, maybe I only need this, I only need this mouse. Crop tool helps you to do this. See, you check with that, you picked. You can right click and reset crop and it takes you back. Or you can control Alt Z, takes you back. That is about crop tool. There is also perspective crop tool, slicer. All these are advanced. You will not use them. So in a short time to come, they are not important. If I show you them now, you get confused. So let's first deal with crop tool and slide. Okay, crop tool only in this area. These ones we shall learn as you keep on following from my channel and my Facebook page. So then that is basically for today in this episode. When I come next episode, I'm going to show you the next 4 of these. We have eyedropper, we have all this. I'll show you this as I keep on coming. You know, these tools are many. For now, let's go with this. Thank you for watching. You can take time to subscribe to my channel or YouTube. Also like this page and please share if it has helped you. Thank you.